Hey there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's New Comic Book Day. Yay! Or at least New Comic Book Day for me. These are comics for January 15th, 2025. Jump right in. My handy-dandy invoice here tells me that I have 13 issues this week. Feels like more than 13, but we'll see what we got. Right off the bat, we have Vertigo's Nice House by the Sea, issue number 5. As always, really intrigued with the way this book is. The beautiful art in it by Alvaro Martins Bueno and Jody Blair. Gorgeous covers. That one's a really intriguing one because, of course, it's showing the world burning around them while they're in their little safety spot. But I'm just really curious to see what happens. Like I said, the art in it is amazing. So I am looking forward to seeing what's up. I think there's starting to be some Walter exposure in the story. So really looking forward to digging into that and seeing what is going on with that. Then we have The Question All Along the Watchtower. Hunted. This one is issue 3. These two had their spat of "you don't trust me" stuff, and it looks like in this issue, it looks like instead of Renee, The Question, tracking stuff down, it looks like it's coming to get her. But you know how covers are, right? Oh, book I'm excited to read. FML issue number 3. Looks like we're going to play a concert. There's Riley, if I remember his name correctly, Riley there, who's been turned into a monster. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This has been an amazing book. Kelly Sue DeConnick, David Lopez on art. His art's just been great because it changes depending on what's going on. It's got these great characters that, depending on how the story is being told, like if the kids are talking about mom will kind of pop up in a different style of art in a corner and say something about whatever's going on, you know. So just really cool. And it's kind of a smart book. I'm really looking forward to seeing what all it has to say. Next up, we have an Ahoy comic, which I don't get a lot of Ahoy comics. This is The Howl. Issue number 1. I believe the premise of the story is this woman's husband writes sci-fi for a living. He goes out the door and then she lives it or something like that. Not 100% sure. I like the title, The Howl. That's just Howl. I guess it's not The Howl. It's just Howl. And of course, there's always some interesting backup stories in the back of this, some prose back there. But I'm looking forward to checking out and seeing what is going on with Ahoy Comics. Oh, yes. Knights is back. This is issue number 12. Feels hefty as always. Always dig this book. The art in it is just really cool. It's a really interesting premise and setting of the world. On the back here, we've got a playlist, which is always really freaking cool. I like it when comics have playlists. I don't know. It's just a cool vibe, I think. This book feels really hefty. Like it's super thick. I'm looking to see if there's a price tag on it. I don't see. Oh, $4.99. But it's just a really cool book. There's been some crazy godly stuff going on, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to checking it out. Like I said, this world is this world is really intriguing, so I'm really curious to see what we have to say. It looks like there's some more god-bursting stuff going on in it. This book is also cool because it has, like, I should talk about this when I'm actually talking about the book. So it actually has shirts and posters and stuff, and each month it's got a brand new shirt done by some artist, whatever. I don't know exactly how they pick who it is and whatnot. I've gone there to look at the stuff because there's been some that I've actually been intrigued by, and they haven't been there. So I don't know that the site updates as quickly as what the comic does, but it's cool. It's just another cool thing about, kind of build your own audience, build your own fan base and whatnot, and provide some extra stuff that makes it interesting for if you're digging it beyond just the comic. And I like comic book T-shirts. I'm wearing my Ice Cream Man T-shirt today, so I'm always interested in that. The Moon is Following Us. That's issue number 5. Love that cover. Interesting. We've got Dad looking all badass here because Dad has kind of been, well, I think he's been a bit flaky through the whole thing. It's been Mom that's been rocking it, and Dad has been somewhat resistant to going all in. I love the Legos, the Lego wall, since this is all dreamscape. Yeah, looking forward to that. I love that cover though. That red really makes the whole thing stand out. Book I'm no longer reading, The Standstill. This is issue number 6. I think this is the last issue I'm actually going to, that I'm actually getting. They fundamentally changed the artist, and it just completely visually derailed the book because of the way they've designed it and whatnot. It just does not work for me with this new artist. And I'm not saying that the person can't do comic books. They can. It just isn't as rich in the same sort of way that the other creator was. So it makes these big double pages spreads bug me that much more. And the story itself wasn't gripping enough for me to go through that. I've got lots of other stuff to read. I'm going to read it instead. Next up, we have Finder Keepers. This is part of the Horizon experiment. This is the kind of reverse Indiana Jones. I'm super excited to check this one out. Skylar Partridge, if nothing else, is an amazing artist. So I'm stoked to see a full book with her doing the art on it. Been in covers lately, it seems like. I'm going to check out an awesome book of hers. Renaissance. It's a Vault comic book. It's really cool. It's the first place I came across her art. But I'm looking forward to this. This is basically, like I said, reversing Indiana Jones. So I'm assuming it's written by somebody of probably Latin descent. Don't know that it matters. Yeah, this is titled as Reversing Indiana Jones. Vida Alia. And I've read some Vida stuff before. I mean, she's done some Batman and X-Men stuff. I think maybe even written some Wonder Woman stuff. So, yeah, looking forward to... This is tighter. Who's doing the colors on it? Boop, boop, boo. I don't know. It's good art, but I would say it's not as loose as some of the stuff that I have seen. So I don't know if that's a color thing or if it's style as she tightens up her work. But yeah, looking forward to checking that out. These have been fun. There's been a couple of them that I definitely would like to see go as ongoings because they kind of hint that they could be that if they got enough traction, and some that have had no interest in reading past that. Issue number 4 of Batman and Robin, Year 1. Of course, the Chris Samney driven book. So lots of fun just because you get to see that amazing art. Ooh, New Gods, issue number 2. Issue number 1 was really good. Ram V. Kegel on art. It was really, really cool. The All-Father is... so Darkseid is gone, and All-Father is kind of falling apart because he doesn't have it's a well-balanced thing, and because Darkseid's not there, the All-Father seems to be kind of like losing his marbles, and has sent some people off on to do some terrible stuff, and some are going to have to stop them from doing that terrible stuff. So, interesting stuff. Nightwing, issue number 122. I ordered my comics last week. I didn't put this on my pull list. I will read through these. I'm just not able to engage. The art pulls me out. which is unfortunate. Story is interesting. I think this issue kind of reveals who these bad guys are a little more. So I am kind of interested in that, and maybe I'll regret once I read this. Maybe there's enough of the story versus the art that I'll regret it and have to figure out how to get it back on my pull list. Jenny Sparks, this is issue number 6? I think there's one more issue after this. So as we like to say in the comic book world, the penultimate issue. I've really been enjoying this. I'm really curious to see with the way the last issue ended with the doctor, the psychologist, what's going to play out next out of this. But I've really enjoyed this kind of different look at the heroes and immortality and some of that stuff has been, and godhood has been interesting. So, and issue 2 of the Challengers of the Unknown. Shockingly, the cover's not all purple. I figured they all would be with them wearing their purple uniforms. So this issue has Batman teamed up with somebody under pressure. Why it would be Batman and not like Aquaman, right? Unless Aquaman's not part of the Justice League anymore. I don't know. So I'm hoping that this issue is, I don't know what, more so than number 1 was. Number 1 was fine. It just didn't really hit any bells for me. So I'm hoping that this one's gives me a little more of whatever it is I want that I can't put my finger on, as it were. And that's it for this week. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a video. I'm probably going to do 2 weeks worth of books, I've decided. So either you sit through that silly thing and listen to it or you don't. Anyway, I appreciate those of you who watch, and I will catch you later.